11 Most useless jobs British royals make their staff do. 1. Astronomer Royal. This position is one of the oldest at the palace. It has existed since 1675. It was created to offer astronomical advice to the monarch. The current Astronomer Royal is 81-year-old Martin Rees. Rees officially receives a stipend of just $126 per year. 2. Raven Master. The Raven Master cares for the ravens at the Tower of London. This tradition began with King Charles II. He believed the ravens protected the country. The tradition remains to avoid a prophecy of danger if the ravens leave. Christopher Skyfe is the current Raven Master. In 2018, he published a book about his job. He received praise from Margaret Atwood and Neil Gaiman. 3. Grand Carver of England. Buckingham Palace hosts luxurious dinners. Of course, the king can't carve the meat himself. The Grand Carver slices the roast beef for guests. But this gig isn't up for grabs by just anyone. It's a hereditary position, passed down from generation to generation. The Earl of Denbigh and Desmond is the current Grand Carver. 4. Taste Tester. Food tasters have an old history. Emperor Claudius had a taster who was suspected of his murder. American presidents may still use food tasters. British monarchs likely follow this tradition as well. 5. Surveyor of the King's Pictures. The royal family has a massive art collection. The royal collection is one of the world's most important. It features 7,000 oil paintings as well as 3,000 miniatures. The surveyor is responsible for them. The position is currently vacant. 6. Clock Winder. The king requires a team of clock experts. They manually adjust the time on over 1,000 clocks. This is done twice a year for daylight saving time. The process takes 40 hours. 7. Swan Uppers. If you see a swan in England, it's probably King Charles's bird. Since the 12th century, the crown has been able to claim any unmarked mute swan. King Charles pays extra attention to a stretch of the River Thames. He has a dedicated team for this purpose. The Swan Marker leads the Swan Uppers. They undertake a yearly 5-day journey upriver. Their job involves spotting swans and checking their health. 8. Buckingham Palace Phone Operator. Fans and media call Buckingham Palace every week. This adds up to around 7,000 calls per week. The switchboard operator handles this workload. As of 2016, the role had a $31,000 a year salary. 9. His or Her Majesty's Sculpture. In 2008, Elizabeth II gave Alexander Stoddart a fancy title, Her Majesty's Sculptor in Ordinary in Scotland. Stoddart revealed that it doesn't come with any real duties. Still, he now holds the position of the King's Sculptor. 10. Page of Honor. Pages of Honor have a relatively easy role. Their main duty is carrying the King's robes. Pages of Honor serve for 2 to 3 years. They are selected from the sons of the royal family's friends. One of Elizabeth II's page boys once fainted. 11. Royal Waterman. British monarchs used the River Thames for travel in the mid-1800s. Royal watermen rowed the royal barges. Today, there are still 24 royal watermen. They accompany the royals on the Royal Nor barge. Their roles are entirely ceremonial.